Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a practice environment for practicing just standalone JavaScript libraries. I'm going to use RxJS as the example in this project, but this applies to pretty much any standalone JavaScript library like Moment.js or D3.js, Lodash, what have you, whatever you're using. RxJS is a good example because there is a bit of a learning curve to it. So I figure it's easier to extract these libraries out of your larger projects because, say you're coming into a very large Angular project and they're using RxJS and it's just kind of like more noise on top of everything else that's going on, and you don't really get it, right? And you're having a hard time wrapping your head around it. This could be true of any library, not just RxJS, but any library. And you just want to kind of focus on that one library and learn it and understand it and get a better idea of how to use it in the larger context of whatever project you're working on. So in this project, I've already created a folder named RxJS Practice and open Visual Studio Code in that folder. So I'm using Visual Studio Code here. And all we're going to do is we're going to use Node.js. There's no browser involved or anything like that. We're going to do an npm install and save it. And we're going to just install RxJS. And what that'll do is gives us a package JSON and sets up node modules. And then there's two other tools that I like to install that make it easier. One is NodeMon, because that will monitor your source code, and then it'll just automatically refresh, rerun your script whenever you make changes to it, so you don't have to constantly keep going back to the command line and running your script manually. So I will install that. And there's also another one called ESM, which is the ECMAScript module loader or something like that. Anyways, it lets you use import and export in your JavaScript instead of doing require. So it implements the JavaScript module loader for you, or ECMAScript module loader, whatever that's called. Anyways, we'll install those with npm i-d and do nodemon and ESM. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create some scripts here. And we'll have start. And that's just how we're going to run our project. And our code will live in. So we're going to run node. And our code will just have a source folder. It's RC. And we'll call our file index.js. And that's how we will run our script. That's our script that we will run. And then we will have a script to watch, and we'll just tell nodemon to look for JavaScript. So E is the file extension. JS would be the file extension where we want to watch in the source folder. And then we want to execute the script, and we're just going to give it an actual string to execute, and it's just npm start. So now whenever we make changes in our source folder to any JavaScript files, it's going to run npm start for us. So now we just need to create the source folder. So we'll go new folder, source, and then new file, index.js. And then we will just do console.log, hello world, save these. Now if we run npm start, we should see hello world. And if we run an npm run watch, then nodemon will watch the file for us. And if we change this to hello Ted, then nodemon will automatically run our script for us whenever we make changes, which is super nice. Now, the final piece of the puzzle here is this ESM. If we run node with -r ESM, then it will run it in the context of this ESM package. So just to demonstrate what ESM does, if I go here and I go import of, or yeah, from RxJS, right? And then so you can see down here in the console, the app crashed. It can't use import statement, right? It can't use import statement outside a module. So what we need to do is go here and do node-resm and save, and then restart this, and it's happy, right? So now we can use regular ECMAScript import statements. So we can do const source equals of world, and then we will source dot subscribe x, and we'll just console log hello x, right? And when we save it, you'll see hello world, hello Ted. That's because we have console log hello Ted here. Now we have hello world. We change this to Ted. Hello Ted. Now you can see we have RxJS set up pretty much just the way you'd have it in your projects. So you can import of, or observable, or fork join, or whatever, and it'll look just the way you do probably in your TypeScript project or whatever, and the import statements all look the same. You're ready to go, right? You can practice RxJS. Like I said, you can do this with D3 or Moment or anything else. The trick is just setting up your package JSON and knowing how to use your library itself to actually create running code. So that's it. I just wanted to show you real quick and easy how to set up a practice environment in Node.js. Nice and simple. Good luck. I hope it helps.